Hi, Lions. Thanks for coming back for part 2 of our lesson. We're going to get started with some heart words or sight words. Remember, they're words we need to know automatically because you're either going to read them a lot in stories or texts that you read, or you're going to need to know how to spell them. I have two new words to introduce you to. The first word is whose. Whose book is that? Whose. Here's a little trick for reading this word. You can see who at the beginning. Who, whose. Let's read, spell, read. So I need to hear you. Ready? Read. Whose. Spell. W-H-O-S-E. Whose. Excellent. All right, another new word is whole. Whole. Let's read it, spell, read. Whole. Spell W-H-O-L-E, whole. There are two different wholes. This whole is talking about the entire thing. Whoops, I dropped my picture. Like the whole pizza. I ate the whole pizza. Or when you're doing fractions, the whole is the entire set that you're working with. The other kind of hole, like if you dig a hole in the ground or in the sand, is spelled like this, just without the W. So this whole is when you're talking about the entire thing, like the whole pizza. Okay, let's read, spell, read again. Whole. W-H-O-L-E, whole. All right, let's read, spell, read, and we'll go faster with our review words. So the first one is Mr. M-R period, Mr. And notice it has a capital M. Why is that? Why would we use a capital M, like in Mr. Clifford? Yeah, that's because it's part of someone's name. It's their title. And then we also have Mrs. M-R-S period, Mrs. This is the title of someone who's married, like Mrs. Clifford. And then we have Ms. Ms. Capital M-S period, Ms. This is someone, if you're not sure if they're married or not, or someone who is a lady who's over the age of 30. Or we have Miss, Miss. Let's spell M-I-S-S, Miss. Now there's miss, like if you miss your shot, if you're trying to make a basket. This miss, we know it's part of a title or part of someone's name because we have the capital M here. Now, it's so confusing. Miss, Ms., Mrs. Remember, Mrs. is if the person's married. Ms., if you're not sure if they're married or not, and if they're over the age of 30. And Miss is for someone who's younger, under the age of 30. You're going to see all of those different titles and stories that you read. The important thing is just to know that it's part of someone's name. Often, often. Spell O-F-T-E-N, often. I think of you often. Beautiful. B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L, beautiful. True. T-R-U-E, true. That means it's correct, it's accurate. It's the opposite of false. Blue, B-L-U-E, blue. Did you notice blue and true are spelled alike and they sound alike? So if you can read and spell blue, it can help you read and spell true. Out, O-U-T, out. Talk, T-A-L-K, talk. All, A-L-L, all. Very, V-E-R-Y, very. Said, S-A-I-D, said. Walk, W-A-L-K, walk. I should say this one quietly. My dog Daisy will want to go for a walk. Would. W-O-U-L-D, would. Carry. C-A-R-R-Y, carry. Live. L-I-V-E, live. Or live. L-I-V-E, live. If you're not sure, it just depends on the sentence it said. Try both and see which one makes sense. Once. O-N-C-E, once. Both. B-O-T-H, both. Few. F-E-W, few. Most. M-O-S-T, most. Every. E-V-E-R-Y, every. One. O-N-E, one. This one is the number one. There. T-H-E-R-E, there. This is talking about the location. Put the book over there. Saw. S-A-W, saw. I saw many of you at the photo booth at school the other day. Saw. Okay, guys, we are going to practice spelling the sounds and sight words that we know. So if you don't have paper and pencil, go ahead and pause the video while you gather your supplies, and then everyone else will go ahead and get started. So the first word is years. I have completed 2 years at New Midway Woodsboro, and I love it at our school. Years. So remember, I hear years, I hear z, the past or the plural suffix at the end of the word. So I'm going to spell the base word first. So years, and I'm going to take off the ending, so it would be year, year, y, ear, year. So y, like yellow, so that's a Y. Y, E, I hear long E. So we know that we have several ways to make long E. In year, it's the E-A vowel pair or vowel team. So y, E-A, y, ear. I hear an R. So year is the base word. Now let me let you in on a little trick here. Remember we talked earlier about being a word detective. When you're reading, look for smaller words, you know. Same thing when you're spelling. Year. I hear the word ear and near. So if I know how to spell ear, I go ahead and spell that. Ear. See how if I know the small word ear, it helps me spell year. So think about when you're spelling, if you're not sure how to spell a word, think about what's another word I know how to spell that sounds like that word. And often it will help you to figure out the right spelling. Years. So now I can add our suffix, years. So year, years, years. Okay. The next word we're going to spell is grew. Say grew. They grew a garden. Grew. Let's sound it. G, r, oo. Grew. G. Okay, I know that's a G. G, g, r. Okay, G, R. G, r, oo. Ooh. I know we spell ooh. There's a couple of ways. So grew, ooh, we know we can spell it with O-O, or we can spell it with E-W. So try both and see which one looks right to you. Grew. So I'll try it with E-W, and I'm going to try it with O-O. Grew. Grew. This one does not look right. I've never seen this, but I have seen this spelling. So we know grew is spelled with the EW spelling for ew. Okay, next word, spoon. spoon. I used a spoon to eat my soup. Let's sound it. Spoon. Spoon. Okay, spell it. Sp. Sp. Ooh. Sp. Ooh. Okay, ooh. So we know we can spell ooh with O-O, like in moon, or E-W. So try both and see which one looks right. Sp. Oon. So I hear an N at the end. Sp. Oon. So try EW and try OO. Sp. Oon. All right, I tried both spellings. I've never seen this way, but yes, that looks right. So we know spoon is with the OO spelling. Do you see how that works? If you aren't sure which spelling, when there's more than one way to spell a sound, try both and see which one looks right. Spoon. Okay, the next word is looking. I am looking at our lion students, looking. So I hear a suffix. So let's figure out the base word first. Looking. So let's remove ing. We've got look, ing. So let's spell look first. Look. And look sounds like book. So I know I'm going to spell I'm going to spell with the two O's. Look. Look. So look looks like this. But we want to spell looking. So now let's add look-ing. Let's add ing, the suffix, to the base word we just spelled. Look-ing. Look-ing. Good. So in this word, look is the base word, and ing is the suffix. So the base word, that's just what is the word without any beginnings or endings to it? And a suffix is an ending we add to a base word. They're just fancy ways of talking about parts of words. Okay, let's do one final word, and that's one of our sight words. Saw. I saw many of our lions at the photo booth. Saw. S-A-W, saw. When you spell it, I want you to say the letters out loud. That way you see it, you hear it, and you feel it while you're writing it. Saw. S-A-W, saw. So it should look just like this. So you notice in this word, all of the letters just go to the baseline. Okay, lions. Let's read a story that has some of the sounds and sight words that we've learned. So it only has words or sounds that we've learned before. So you will be able to decode all of the words. This is a good time that you can pause your screen and try to read this on your own at your own pace before we read together. And this story is about a camping trip. Have you ever been camping? We're actually going to go camping soon. Although our idea of camping, we don't stay in a tent. We're actually going to stay in a cabin. So some people say it's not really camping. I think it is. Okay, so this is called Our Camping Trip. Here we go. I go camping with my mom and dad and my little brother Pete. We have been camping many times. Mom drives us. When we get to the campsite, we put up our tents. We like to take hikes. Mom takes our lunches. Pete rides on Dad's back. The best hikes are when the sun shines. Sometimes we rent bikes and go on long rides. At the end of the day, Dad makes a campfire. We play games and tell jokes. Then we go to bed in the tent. Sometimes it's very hot and sometimes it's cold. When the sun rises, my father wakes up. He makes the fire. He likes to fry eggs in a pan over the fire. Wow, that sounds like a great trip. Tomorrow we will finish reading the camping trip and see what else happens. Okay, lions, great job, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.